What is up, everybody? Welcome to the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association, presented by Mickey Thompson. And this race is brought to you by RaceLine Wheels.
Thank you guys for joining us here for Course 2 of the RCV Axle Bouncer Cup. I'm going to give you a quick top 5 rundown of the standings from Course 1. Wade Good had the fastest time running for Colby Reich with a 107, followed by Tim Cameron with a 108. Clint Garrison with a 115, Connor Flynn with a 117.0, and Clayton Smith with a 117.9. Those are your top 5 from Course 1. We just watched our UTV Bounty class run this same exact course that we're about to see the bouncers on, and it was brutal.
Yes.
We had one finisher.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what the bouncers are able to do on this course. I think it's going to be some really good racing action. So we are just about ready to send Jay Storch off the starting line.
And again, that 108 of Timmy Cameron's we saw, I feel like we have to put an asterisk next to that and be like, that includes his rollover and self-recovery.
Yeah.
So, again, wild run by Timmy. Took it back up. I heard he's back down here. The buggy's running good. So, luckily, nothing hurt on the buggy. I'm sure little panels got scraped up, but was able to put it back on all wheels, keep racing, and still finished second place overall, 1 second behind Wade Good. So
well, and Wade Good hadn't raced since finals last year, and came out and filled in for Colby Reich and was able to pull off that top spot for Course 1. So that was really fun to watch as well, and his first time racing in the 8-up buggy.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how the second round shakes out. We're pretty excited here. Again, I believe we have Jay Storch over there in that starting gate. I think we got him over there.
Sounds about right.
All right, we're going to our starting line here. Appreciate RaceLine providing that starting gate. Get that forward play buggy here, who last year did not have the greatest day. So hence why we have a rock named Jay's Rock down there. Forward play, clock is live. Jay wheeling out that starting line. Get a lot of these buggies that you can see Jay.
Oh no, the super grip step up already giving a little bit of trouble.
You can see how hard that bottomed out when Jay hit that. So again, once the wheels start coming up, you're going to have to carry some momentum in there, almost like wheelie up that hill. Again, like I said, Jay just bottoming out really hard there. So some of the bellies from some of the drivers are definitely pretty low. So making quick work of that woods course there, that rock garden, and then I'm sure he's having a blast right now, just ripping through this.
Up and over the RaceLine ramp.
Listen to that motor just roar. Again, Jay just put a new fuel injection system on there, so definitely should be screaming. Again, they'll be coming back through the 4th lane, which is the far lane. Again, we have not seen that yet today until the UTV Cup Series or the UTV Bounty Series went. Again, you can see some of the small rocks starting out. When I say small, relatively, some of the rocks down there are like school bus size.
It's all about perspective.
It really is. They're just such huge rocks.
The drivers are definitely going to have to pick their way carefully. This is as much of a technical section as anywhere else on the course. A little more so even than the lane that they entered this first rock garden on. But he made it through nice and easy. Ready to enter back into that second rock garden.
I see all the cameras coming out from the crowd. Oh, and he's up! There we go.
All right, so that was the part of the course that denied almost all of our UTV Bounty drivers. Jay Storch just rocketed right up it.
And had a ton of drivers have issues with it last year. Jay did make it last year, then came down and got hung up right in this same rock garden.
And it looks like he's making sure to make a nice wide loop and not get hung up in that same spot as last year.
You can see all the drivers giving a round of applause. That was a 1:33.995 for Mr. Jay Storch.
All right, man, he's feeling pretty good right now.
He's on cloud 9 right now. I would definitely feel pumped as well.
It's always fun to finish both courses, but especially when you have had some bad luck at a park in the past or on a certain hill.
Yeah.
You kind of want that redemption.
Yeah.
Definitely Jay just got that today.
I See Brandon Davis pulling up there.
I hear Brandon Davis pulling up there. Goodness.
That menace buggy. Can use the rear steer to get all lined up. That is a sharp, sharp buggy.
It looks like it's just ready to pounce.
It does.
Out of our starting chute here. I really like the way we were able to utilize this this gap between the giant rock faces here and make that into a kind of like a chute or a tunnel. We've got some drivers lined up along there.
Yeah, kind of like a horse chute. Again, just sit there, just ready to pounce. You can see Justin got out of the way. Justin's like, I'm going to come over here. Maybe hide behind some UTVs. All right, clock is hot.
Nicely done. All right, he's already out into the short course section in the field, blasting his way through there.
He's literally just skipping through there. Listen to that thing just rip through there.
Now, we call Brandon Mr. Consistency because of his kind of uncanny ability over the last several years, really, to consistently get onto the podium.
Yeah.
Usually in the second place spot. It was a little bit of a running joke for a while about how that's where he was comfortable on the podium.
Again, just blasted through there.
He hasn't quite been able to hang on to that second place spot in points coming into this weekend or with our course 1 earlier today.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Tree, catch that tree. All right, he might be laying back on his wheels.
Oh, he can't even see through the dust. He is on his wheels.
I see drivers. I think he's going to check and see if he can get out of there.
They're all trying to tell him how to get out of this sticky situation.
It is in a very weird spot. I think if he cuts it, not going. Yeah. Oh, man. I think he's done. Yeah, actually it looks like his top corner of the cage is like wedged into the tree. Man.
That and he's got only 3 tires on the ground, and they're all in soft, loose dirt.
Yeah. Man, that's definitely going to be an excavator. And definitely a skinny pedal, too. All right, we got a replay here represented by Rock Racing TV. Again, right there, slid down and caught that tree. It looked like he was going to be able to put it back on all 4 wheels and take off again. Fortunately, he was able to put it back, but got hung up on that tree. Yeah, you can see all the drivers down there chatting with him. Again, luckily he's just facing him like, hey, how's it going?
Little meeting of the minds down there. Our recovery experts.
Yeah, so who's
deciding on a course of action?
Yeah, so speaking of course of action, who driver list is going to make it today, do you think?
Oh, boy. That's a good question for folks watching at home, too. Let's see. I'm going to do a rundown of who we've got left on the list. As far as I know, everyone is still running, although I did hear that Clint Garrison just broke the beam.
And attempted the course.
Okay. But man, I'm sad to hear that because he had a third place finish on course 1. Obviously, something broke, something's not right, but
we saw him walking by earlier with 2-gallon jugs of transmission fluid.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was slipping and he thought maybe it's low in fluid and thought he'd top it off or what, but
we'll see if we can snag him over here.
Yeah, you hate to see that for a guy who had a second place run, you know.
We've still got let's see, Mark Carpenter, Ben Driscoll, Clayton Smith, Daniel Heckley, Wade Good running for Colby Reich, Cooper Bentley, Nick Reich, Daniel Bowman, Chris Grigg, Tim Cameron, Matt Holt, and Connor Flynn.
Connor Flynn's someone, that rear mount engine, that might help him quite a bit there.
He had a 4th place finish on course 1.
I see Clint, maybe we can flag him down.
Go do some recon, Matt.
Okay. Yeah. All right. He said he busted his transmission pan as well as busted the radiator.
Oh,
two
man.
things you kind of need.
Oh, man. Hate that for him after such a great run on course 1.
Yeah, again, these rocks are you know, obviously can take a lot of debris, but, you know, only a certain bars can only take so much before they're going to give.
Got a lot of folks voting for Wade.
Yeah, I think Wade could send it. Dan, Clay, Daniel, Cooper, Chris, Wade.
Wade had a great first run on course 1. This course 2 definitely is going to be the game changer here for today's racing.
You can see him getting all the straps hooked up there to the excavator. Again, trying to get Brandon out of his predicament.
That is really an awkward spot.
It kind of is.
For a bouncer to land in.
Yeah. I like that Brandon's just still sitting there. Like, that's cool. I mean, the good news is he knows he's not going anywhere. Like, okay, I'll just hang out.
Unfortunately.
Like, even
already tried that.
Yeah, he's like, even if I wanted to, I can't go anywhere. Yeah, you can see all the drivers down there trying to help get them situated.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for today's racing action. This is the 6th race of the season already, which means we are officially on the back half of the 2024 season. We are in Canvas, West Virginia at the Good Evening Ranch this weekend. This weekend presented by Mickey Thompson and RaceLine Wheels. So big old shout out and thank you to them and to all of our sponsors for helping us do what we do and put on these events. It takes a lot of folks. It takes a team and everybody pitching in a lot of different ways to put on an event like this. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So we are thankful to each and every person that helps out, whether that's from recovery and safety, our pit team, our media partners, Keith out there running his expert recovery vehicle, all the park workers and volunteers that help set the courses up and prepare the parks and venues for us to come to. There's all kinds of stuff, and we're appreciative of all the help. If you guys want to know where we'll be for the rest of the season, I'll give you a quick rundown, and then you can go look up the specific dates at nationalrockracing.com. Our next event will be the beginning of August in Pretty Place. That's Belvedere, Tennessee. Haven't been there before. This will be our first time racing there as a series. But I'm excited because it's like an hour and something from my house.
Wow.
So that's going to be really nice.
That's cheating.
A little change of pace here. After that, at the end of August, we'll be not an hour from my house at Rush Springs Ranch in Missouri.
That's probably a long drive. That's probably a long drive for you.
About 10 hours. Yep. Middle of September will be Indian Mountain in Alabama. I think this will only be our second race there as a series. 2020 we went there. But yeah, so this will be our first time back since then, if I'm remembering correctly. And then beginning of October it will be finals. That'll be at Wildcat this year. Changing things up a little bit. So you guys can head to nationalrockracing.com to find that calendar of events, and hopefully maybe you can find one of those that'll be close enough to home for you to come on out and check things out in person. If you've never been able to do it before, definitely worth it. It's so different when you can be here. You can feel the horsepower, sense the excitement in the crowd, and get to be out here just hanging out with everyone. And we're glad for you to be able to join us on the live feed as always, but definitely come on out and check out a race in person sometime if you're able to. On that nationalrockracing.com, you can also find the point standings for all the drivers for the season so far, as well as some driver bios for our season drivers. So you guys head on over to the website and check that out. While they are continuing to work on this recovery and get Brandon Davis off the hill, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back with all the Bouncer racing action.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
RCV Performance specializes in axle manufacturing. We've been doing this for a little over 80 years on a variety of different products. We really specialized into the racing and rock balancing and all that about 15, 20 years ago, got into the specialized aftermarket automotive stuff, and we love it. So what sets RCV apart from the rest is we use a CV, whereas that replaces the U-joint in solid axle applications. So your custom 14-bolt, Dana 80, Dana 60, 44, Jeep JK, everything that has a solid front axle, we'll replace that U-joint, put a CV in, which will give you a smoother power delivery, stronger at angle, and overall better performance. So we make RCVs for everything from Suzuki Samurai to Jeep to Toyota, all the way to Rockwell, custom, whatever, you name it, we got it. So reach out to us, rcvperformance.com. Check us out online.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
So this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. This is the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have two different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding, riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. And it's much softer than the grip. You grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use the XT trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire. And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is an 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the two main tires that all racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels that they're mounted on through Rock Life as well.
Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
So we were a sponsor of SRRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, and we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got product for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
So we have 3 different beadlock wheels that most of our guys use. We have the teardrop, we have the twisted, and then we have the twisted black. So we have a machine version of the twisted, then we have the black. We have these in 14 and 15 inch, all 4 lug. But we'll be coming out with, in addition to some of the tires I was talking about earlier that we're coming out with, we're going to have a new line of wheels come out. Some of those will be 5 lug to keep up with some of the new manufacturing that's happening in the UTV world. But the beadlock wheels that we're selling right now, Rock Life and those guys carry these as well. So right now we're having some specials on them. So I'd recommend if you need a set of beadlocks, you're not going to find any cheaper than those.
What is up, everybody? We're out here for the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association, presented by Mickey Thompson here at Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia. I'm here with Mr. Tim Cameron. You're sitting first place currently. How does that mindset come into this race?
Well, you know, of course, you always want to be fast, but at the same time, this is a little bit different course scenario. I mean, this might be one of the longest courses I've ever been on. And it's rough. It's not like just running across this flat little field out here. It's going to be some real technical rock areas, and we come through, come back around, and some pretty good uphills, you know, and of course, this crazy downhill over here. So, I mean, you know, I feel like it's a mixture of speed, but a lot of nutrition also.
And again, talking about that course, with this being such a long course, lots of rocks, you guys are actually coming through this gauntlet, literally making a U-turn and going right back out. Yep. Obviously, tomorrow there's some big hills. What is your game plan coming into this type of a long, rough course?
Honestly, finish, but try to finish fast. You know, obviously I want to win, but at the same time, I feel like this is an A to B, finish good time and get a good pace. I feel like it's going to be a lot of DNFs.
Okay. Speaking of DNFs, your last event, I got to witness, I think, your 3rd DNF ever in the entire history of the National Rock Racing Association.
That's probably right. It's
I was trying to remember. I think I've only seen 2 ever DNFs. I saw one at Windrock one time. I think we had one at Texas, maybe. I think I've only ever seen like 2,
and like, you
maybe
know,
3 DNFs ever.
I don't mind a DNF. I don't mind getting beat. I just hate parts failure. You know?
Yeah.
So literally just electronic motor.
A lot of people were asking what was the DNF caused to, because you were doing great and then just kind of rolled to a stop.
Yeah, stop. So it's an electronic motor in the throttle body. So this machine's drive-by-wire.
Okay.
Real nice high-end throttle body. But I actually called and talked to the guys, and they had a revision that they updated in 2024. Okay. I had a 23 model, so I built that buggy over a year ago.
Yep,
you know.
Yep.
And they had some issues with some of those motor solderings coming loose from vibration.
Okay.
And that was on like street vehicles or drag vehicles, so I can only imagine what kind of vibration mine was seeing.
Yeah, especially bouncing off rocks and everything else.
So I put the revision in there, and I don't know. I'll give one more chance. I'm gonna go to cable.
Yeah, again, like I said, the nice part of the cable, I run a cable specifically to mine, and for those at home, they have a twisted cable, much like a bicycle brake lever, or a lot of guys have gone to a shifter cable, because that way, if you do have a throttle stick, you can put your foot behind it, pull it back.
Like a Morse valve.
Yeah, and again, it will not, it's going to work no matter what. Throw a couple heavy-duty springs, and you're good to go.
Yep.
So
it's just, cable's going to be about 12 foot long, so I was going to have to build a gas pedal. So I'm going to give it another chance. Of course, I lost some ground, I lost some points, but
still sitting in first, right?
Yeah. I'm still up there, but I would rather not. Like I said, I don't mind getting beat, but I'd rather not be parts failure.
Yeah. Well, good luck. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm here with Madison King. We're at Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia for the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association. Madison, I noticed you have brought out a brand new rig for this race. Tell us a little bit about it.
So we've had this rig for probably about 3 months, I'd say. We've been messing around with it, changing stuff around, getting all the good parts and stuff, and the shocks actually came in yesterday, so we were pushing it kind of close.
Down to the wire.
But yeah, I'm super excited. It's got hydro steer, 72 wide, so it's going to be a lot different from my old one, but it's going to be great.
Yeah, so what about seat time? Have you gotten much in it yet?
No, so I'm still in school, so I haven't been home, but and it's been tore apart since we got it, so I just pre-ran, and that's the only seat time I've got.
All right. So speaking of pre-running, what do you think about the course? I know you've been out here walking it, looking at it, a little bit of pre-running in the new chassis. So tell us your thoughts today here in West Virginia.
It's definitely going to be a long course. I think this is going to be one of the longest courses that we've done this season with this series, and it's going to be rough, that's for sure. When I was pre-running, I was getting banged up, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, good thing you got that hydro steer.
Oh yeah, that field is really fun too.
Oh yeah, that is the fun part.
Yeah,
you're right. All right. Well, there's going to be some great racing action today. Like we've talked about, it's a long course. It's rocky, but they've got a nice wide open section too. You guys can get some speed up. So we're going to see a little bit of everything out here this weekend, I think.
It'll be fun.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
RCV Performance specializes in axle manufacturing. We've been doing this for a little over 80 years on a variety of different products. We really specialized into the racing and rock balancing and all that about 15, 20 years ago, got into the specialized aftermarket automotive stuff, and we love it. So what sets RCV apart from the rest is we use a CV, whereas that replaces the U-joint in solid axle applications. So your custom 14-bolt, Dana 80, Dana 60, 44, Jeep JK, everything that has a solid front axle, we'll replace that U-joint, put a CV in, which will give you a smoother power delivery, stronger at angle, and overall better performance. So we make RCVs for everything from Suzuki Samurai to Jeep to Toyota, all the way to Rockwell, custom, whatever, you name it, we got it. So reach out to us, rcvperformance.com. Check us out online.
So we have 3 different beadlock wheels that most of our guys use. We have the teardrop, We have the Twisted, and then we have the Twisted Black. So we have a machine version of the Twisted, and then we have the Black. We have these in 14 and 15 inch, all 4 lug. We will be coming out with, in addition to some of the tires I was talking about earlier that we're coming out with, we're going to have a new line of wheels come out. Some of those will be 5 lug to keep up with some of the new manufacturing that's happening in the UTV world. But the beadlock wheels that we're selling right now, Rock Life and those guys carry these as well. So right now we're having some specials on them. So I'd recommend if you need a set of beadlocks, you're not going to find any cheaper than those.
All right, we are back here for the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association, presented by Mickey Thompson. This race brought to you by RaceLine Wheels, and we are 3 drivers in to the bouncer class.
We are grateful to our recovery crew for their hard work getting Brandon Davis off the hill.
He was wedged into a tree.
That was definitely between a rock and a hard place if I ever saw that.
We got Mark Carpenter here ripping out the RaceLine starting gate. Again, he had a very wild run on this course last year.
He had a wild run earlier today. He rolled over on course 1. Just getting a little rowdy out there coming around the curve on the short course. Ended up rolling. I'm sure he would love to get across this finish line right now. Tell he definitely did not want to repeat of earlier's action.
He definitely checked up on that corner this time. He was ripping through the last time.
So he's entering back into the rock garden, taking a different path back through here for course 2 of the bouncer class. You can see, man, it is pure rock in there. It's not even just like woods with some rocks. it's pure rock.
Yeah.
The drivers have to pick their way through some pretty good-sized boulders in here.
Looks like he's going. He might be trying to straddle that. Yeah.
Right through the middle.
Straddling that bottom side, it looks like. Which, again, he got his tires up on the rock ledges there. Kind of just coming in, dropping in. We've seen a lot of guys take that high side. I was actually looking at that line this morning thinking that'd be kind of fun.
All right, now he's coming up to the moment of truth here. Jay Storch made it. Brandon Davis did not.
And Mark last year corkscrewed through the air, landed upside down. Oh,
right
at the top.
Well done, sir.
Talk about quick work. It looks like that left line may be the line to take.
That was great.
Didn't come in here, taking his time.
I know our recovery crew is very appreciative of that as well.
They have been working their fannies off this morning.
Oh, man, you know Mark's feeling good about that.
Yeah, definitely feeling, again, especially after, of course, one having a rough time, so.
.225 for Mark Carpenter. Third driver of the day for course 2 of the RCV Axle Bouncer Cup. Jay Storch has the fastest time currently of the 2 that we have with a 1:33. Then Mark Carpenter with a 1:43. Brandon Davis with a DNF. And we've got Ben Driscoll coming up to the line.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. You can hear how loud his motor's getting in that gauntlet. It is a little rowdy back there, but very fun. Again, Justin getting him set up perfectly in that RaceLine starting gate.
Ben Driscoll, unfortunately, was another DNF on course 1. So hopefully that's not in his head too much right now. Want him to be able to get across that finish line for round 2.
Just ripping up to that first. Again, little bit of a belly here. Guys are kind of trying to get
come on.
trying to get that rear end popped up there. Also not get hung up by the trees. There's a lot of trees there. That's one thing I noticed. As soon as I popped up, it was instantly tree, and I was like, oh, man.
In your face.
And the thing is, you watch 12 guys in front of you do it, and you're like, I'm not going to do that. That's exactly what happened. So you got to back up just a little bit, but you don't want that back axle to drop down. So you back up just enough to kind of clear it.
Uh-oh.
I think he might have missed his turn.
All right. He entered back on the same place that he came off, which is perfectly acceptable.
There's a little access road there, and I think he started to head down that access road. And he must have saw the flags up on the right side and was like, oh. Look at it, just drifting around that corner. Some of the guys are just throwing around. Other guys kind of just tapping that rear steer a little bit, enjoying that, having fun around that corner. Again, Ben, this is his third race in the buggy. The first one was, I believe, Rush Springs. Rush Off-Road Park in Rush, Kentucky. He picked it up and literally took it like to the race. So he's like, I have 0 seat time, so today's going to be an interesting day.
See what happens.
Then he ran it at Hawk Pride, so this will be his third race here in West Virginia. And again, he's getting much, much better. Like I said, after a race at Rush, he went and played on the hills a bunch and kind of bounced around and just had a good time with it.
Since it doesn't have a wrap on it yet, I'm just going to call it incognito.
I like it. And it does. It looking a little dark chassis in the woods right now. It does kind of blend in a little bit. It looks like Ben's taking that high side. All right, here we go. Using that rear steer, kind of getting lined up. I think they're going to try to shoot that left side, it looks like. Kind of feeling it out.
Usually helps if the buggy's on before you hit the hill.
Again, you can see all the drivers, staff, spectators all looking back here going, what's it going to do? Oh, no. Get back on your wheels.
Oh, man. It almost worked. He almost landed it at the top. All right. Well, we got the thumbs up coming out the window there.
Yeah, that's kind of it's kind of wedged in the dirt.
Looks like we might have another slightly tricky recovery. I don't think it'll be as bad as where Brandon Davis ended up. We've got Mr. Keith, the tool man, headed up the hill. Let's check out a quick replay presented by Rock Racing TV. Man, yep, just kicked him a little too much over on that right side. Great run, though, from Ben. Wyatt, you want to just keep calling it Misfit instead? We could do that. I don't know, Wyatt. You got your wild Wyatt Wilson name because of me. What gets called out on the live feed? Sometimes it sticks. Right, guys, we're going to take a real quick commercial break. Don't worry, it won't be too long, and let them get started on this recovery. We'll be right back.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
So we were a sponsor of SRRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, and we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got product for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
All right, so this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. It's the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have two different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding, riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. And it's much softer to grip and grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use the XC trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire. And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is an 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the two main tires that all racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels that they're mounted on through Rock Life as well.
Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend, the new Baja Legend MTZ. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
So we have 3 different beadlock wheels that most of our guys use. We have the teardrop, we have the twisted, and then we have the twisted black. So we have a machine version of the twisted, and then we have the black. We have these in 14 and 15 inch, all 4 lug. But we'll be coming out with, in addition to some of the tires I was talking about earlier that we're coming out with, we're going to have a new line of wheels come out. Some of those will be 5 lug to keep up with some of the new manufacturing that's happening in the UTV world. But the beadlock wheels that we're selling right now, Rock Life and those guys carry these as well. So right now we're having some specials on them. So I'd recommend if you need a set of beadlocks, you're not going to find any cheaper than those.
So we were a sponsor of SRRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, and we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got product for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend, the new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound, Powerply 3-ply construction, improved 4-pitch side biters, proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, folks, welcome back to the show here for Course 2 of the RCV Axle Bouncer class. We've got Matt Holt in that RaceLine starting gate right now. We just got Ben Driscoll recovered off the hill. Matt is ready to throw down on Course 2. I've got Clay Kaysen up here in the booth with me, so y'all might hear his voice chiming in. Clay, we were talking a little bit about Timmy's rollover and slash recovery earlier on Course 1. That was pretty wild to watch.
You don't
what do you
get
think
to see
about that?
Timmy do a little trail ride action that much no more, but he sure did today. All the rear steer fuses came out of it.
Huh.
That's why it was sticking. That's why it stuck when he was coming back through. And
Oh. Did he's going to run Course 2, though.
oh, yeah, we got it
He
fixed.
didn't break anything too bad.
No, it should be good.
I know I heard maybe the cage took some damage.
It ain't nothing too bad.
Yeah.
It's still structurally fine. It's
All right, good.
Yeah.
Here we go with Matt Holt.
I made Matt a bet yesterday on the live feed.
Oh, that's right.
I'm already in the 100 to green right now. I'm already up 1.
I think that was my fault.
Everybody at home just heard that too, because Zach is yelling so loud.
So Matt already earned himself $100 from Clay for completing Course 1.
He completed it.
Oh wait, no. What was the bet?
He had if he completed both hills, I'd give him
Oh, he had to
$200.
get. Okay, all right. Somebody else was talking about this section over here this morning.
I'll climb it and get hell bent. I'll climb it in Matt's buggy for hell bent. I'd almost take that. I bet Matt's buggy would go up it. They're going to make me talk bad on live feed.
It might land at the top in pieces. I don't know.
No, it make me talk bad about Matt on live feed.
We love Matt.
Hey, man.
We're grateful to have him out here. He
wish
brings
he
a
would
lot
climb
of energy to everything that he does. He is such a fan of the sport and the people involved and the series.
Like, I wish he would climb it. If he did, I would.
Oh, nobody cheers louder for anybody than Matt, than Zach and everyone that gives him crap.
I know. I give him so much crap.
Because
but
we
if he
know what
really-
he's capable of, and we want him to succeed.
If he really did do it just one time. Where is he going?
He's on the right course. He's making
they gotta go that way?
They got to go up through that top lane. You'll see the yellow
okay.
tape there
And
in a
come
minute.
back down the other hill. Okay, I did not know that. I thought
Changing it up for Course 2.
Yep, okay.
So they have to pick
It's a
their
little
way
off.
through this rock garden, this boulder section here. It's a pretty wide area, so they have a lot of choices.
Mickey Thompson's making it through that little rock garden through there like,
Oh, snap!
Butthole factor. Man, he saved it.
Woo!
What a driver.
Getting a little wild out here, Matt.
Yep.
Keep it
Better
together.
calm down. I would back all the way up to Keith over here.
Back on up down to Keith over here.
And just never shift it out of first. Just let it rev limiter the whole time. No.
Come on back, Matt. Well, something wasn't right there.
I mean, this is for Hellbent, Matt. Come on. I mean, Hellbent's the most proven
There's a lot
rig.
on the there's a lot on the line here, Matt.
That's the provenest rig out here is Hellbent. It's got more championships than any of them.
Yeah, something definitely doesn't sound right here.
Well, dang.
All right, Matt. Heck of a try for course 2 in that high society off-road rig. We've got Clayton Smith making his way to the starting gate now.
Here, a little gold rush. For Hellbent, I would have destroyed everything for Hellbent. Like, there would have been parts flying for Hellbent. Like, yeah. Woo. If I would have locked that bet in with Daniel for Hellbent, like, all seriousness, I would have.
All right, Clayton Smith is on the line. Clayton had a 5th place finish on course 1. He's coming into the weekend 4th in points with 411, and he also had a 5th place finish at our last race at Hawk Pride a few weeks ago.
He's been doing good. He's been consistent here like this year so far.
Yeah, him and Daniel both, that reclaimed racing team.
They've both been real
Been
consistent.
stepping it up this season for sure. And it's been fun to watch, definitely.
Hanging right around there in that little striking distance for the podium every time. And we are smoked out.
Woo! Gold Rush just dusted us over
Like,
here in the
dusted,
trailer.
dusted.
Oh man, he is getting rowdy out there on
He
this
is
short
flying,
course
in all
action.
honesty. He is flying.
He's already over the RaceLine ramp.
Uh-oh. Ooh, I thought rear steer stuck.
Keep it together, Clayton. Keep it together. Ooh, you guys can see the dust is definitely picking up out here a little bit at this point in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I like it. Kara says new name around work, Gold Dust.
Gold dust.
Yeah, it is Gold Dust now.
That is a fun course.
My face is covered in gold dust.
Mine too.
Oh, welcome back, Matt.
What's up? No, it's a very fun course. Very fun course.
Clayton making his way through the rock garden. All right, let's see how he handles.
Like a
Oh,
cakewalk.
right up it.
Cakewalk.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Cakewalk.
Incredible.
Little horsepower action right there.
Yeah. And a lot of torque. I would say there's a lot of torque there as well. It's a warm day.
It is not warm.
It is a warm day.
It feels really good outside.
In a fire suit with a helmet on, it's a warm day.
Heck yeah.
124.894 for Mr. Clayton Smith and that Reclaim Racing team. Whew.
Wow, I think that is the dustiest run yet. We're definitely going with gold dust.
It's the zoomies off the
name.
side. They just blow it all up in here. It's just the zoomies.
All right, Clayton just laid down our new fastest time for course 2 right now. We've had 3 finishers so far. Clayton with a 124 in the lead, followed by Jay Storch with a 133, and then Mark Carpenter with a 143. Our 3 DNFs have been Ben Driscoll, Brandon Davis, and Matt Holt. And we've got Daniel Heckley sitting on that RaceLine starting gate now.
Yeah, he's going to try to improve that new fastest time. Oh, watch out. We had some rocks come in the booth yesterday at pretty high volume. Look at the dust just waving.
At least it's going that way now.
Again, this is a fun course. It really is. I also saw some fluid at one point come shooting out of my rock bouncer when it dropped off.
Oh, that's never good.
I don't know what fluid.
Dude, you had a pretty tippy moment
when
in
it
the rock
fell
garden.
in. All of a sudden, I saw a bunch of fluid, and I was like, I wonder what that fluid is. And I was like, wait, keep going. I was trying to do like R&D in the middle of it there.
Man, Daniel Heckley flying through.
Just ripping through that fast section. That drone footage is just incredible today. The grit in the teeth gives you a little bit of taste, you know.
It just adds to the experience.
It does.
Smoke. Daniel's already back into the rocks. He is.
Yeah.
Daniel is cruising.
In hindsight, going high on that rock might have been better than trying to straddle him.
All right, if he can land this hill as smoothly as Clayton just did, got a good thing going right now.
Oh, right there.
He did.
Almost the exact same line and speed that Clayton did. So I think we've found the line.
Daniel is third in points coming into the weekend. He also finished third at Hawk Pride a couple weeks ago.
He is flying through there.
See what his time's going to be. Wow.
And he is our new leader right now. 107.440 for Daniel Heckley.
That is moving.
That's going to be a tough time to beat on this course. But we've got Wade Good heading to the starting line right now, running for Colby Reich's points this weekend. We've still got Connor, Flynn, Tim, Cameron, Chris, Grigg, Daniel, Bowman, Nick Reich, Cooper, Bentley, all ready to line up and hit this course too. Oh, sorry, guys.
No,
oh, no, it is Wade. All right.
Just zipping out of there.
Oh, the dust.
Just watch him thrash through that rock garden.
All right, Wade had the fastest time on course 1 by about a second.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
I am sorry.
That dust got you.
Yeah, I am sorry. I didn't even catch it. It just came out.
He snuck up on you.
Yeah. My bad, guys. My bad.
There's about 4 paths up there you can take, so I paused for a minute and be like,
It's a pretty wide open section up there. There's a lot of options.
There
coming
are.
into it.
So I paused for a second. I was like, I'm pretty sure this was the way. Yeah, in hindsight, I think that going high on that rock might be a little easier.
He's got a flat. That's not good. Not good.
At least it's not the left side that he's going to hit that rock with.
Yeah, the right side might be okay.
You still have to back up.
Might even help him a little bit. Here we go.
I don't know. We don't need the wheel to hit. Nope.
Oh.
Street. That's street.
That one's not good.
Good news is he might be able to pull
He
up
is definitely up against the tree. We'll see if he's able to pull forward and get off of that or not.
That was a little hit.
Good news is it's kind of flat right there, so.
I'm going to say he's all right. Just rattled his thinker. He should be fine.
Oh, man, he had a great run going.
I'm going to say that flat tire killed his little momentum
Yeah.
going through that hill.
This is the kind of hill where you need everything. Everything needs to be in the proper condition.
Yes.
To hit a hill like that.
Where does hot dogs go?
Hot dog.
Yeah, what's up? You got those hot dogs on your dog? What's up?
I ain't got nothing.
We've got Keith heading on up there to assist with recovery.
Keith Toolman taking great care of all the racers. We are very thankful for him. Me especially. Me and Keith have got to become good friends over the years. Connor Flynn in that rear mount engine pulling over there. And again, do you think the rear mount engine is going to help him here or hurt him here?
Almost say he'll skeet right on up through there.
Might help. All right, Wade's good there. Wade's good.
Wade's good.
Wade is good.
Wade is good. Wade is good.
That was kind of funny.
That was a little tongue twister.
Wade is good. We are going to work on getting him recovered. He's kind of snugged up against that tree.
Yeah. I think while they were doing a little cover, I think I might go help and let y'all have it for the rest of the day.
Hey, thanks for hopping up here with us.
Oh, yeah. I'll see y'all later.
Thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah, appreciate you hopping up in the booth with us. That was half of the CNC race team. They were our featured driver Friday a few weeks ago, or a few races ago.
Well, it looks like we might not even need an assist with the recovery there.
Our EMT medical crew over here hitting the wipers and wiping the dust off of the vehicle.
Oh, yeah, there is a solid coating of dust on everything over in the pits now.
I left my helping open.
Including me and Matt.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, he's driving in reverse. He's like, I got this.
There was a bag of them somewhere, Taylor. All right, Connor Flynn is on the line now. Connor was first out on the course for Course 1. He set the bar pretty high. He ended up with a 4th place finish on Course 1. Excited to see what he's going to be able to do right now. Matt mentioned the rear engine mount buggy. Sorry, I haven't had enough caffeine yet today, guys. And I'm definitely curious to see what he's able to do with that and how that might help him on this hill. We've had about equal DNFs and finishes so far for Course 2. Let's see what Connor can do.
Wow. Bree, look at that.
Oh, man. Connor already mostly through the short course out in the field now.
He came blazing by us.
He blazed by us so fast we couldn't even see for a minute through the dust cloud that followed him.
I could barely see Bree in the booth. Look at all the dust at the table.
Woo!
I'm going to say that that's going to help him having that weight in the motor. Hopefully he can.
In the rear?
Yeah. I'm sorry, the motor in the rear. Having that weight move back.
I feel like that would help coming up this hill to get him a little bit of lift.
Again, once that front end pounces and comes back down, I think he might be able to let it settle and.
Oh, seemed like he was maybe going to see if he could just get some tires up on it.
And again, with that rear mount engine, he might be able to just crawl this thing. Oh, listen to that motor just eat.
It sounds good.
Well, he's, again.
Oh, man, he's
trying to be real careful how he backs up. Go, go, go!
Oh!
Right there. If he can keep the... Oh, he is right there. Right. He's so close. And he did literally just crawl it. Like...
Man, that dirt is so loose, though. Look at that rooster tail he's throwing out of there.
The front end looks like it's sitting on that rock. He might be high centered a little bit.
Well, his back end is definitely digging into all that loose dirt.
He might be able to back up
Everyone
and bump
else
it a little
has
bit.
just churned it up so
yeah,
far.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor, I saw the drone fall. I didn't know what it was, but I saw something. It's on the other side of the buggy, if that's what they're... I'm pretty sure. I saw something fall over there.
Well, we're going to try to grab the drone that's somewhere over there. Okay, I heard they got it. That's Sparky, one of our previous season drivers over there. Give him a chat, see what's going on. I think they're going to talk, and I think they were trying to. Sparky clearly motioning and give him some pointers, see if they can get a finish out of it. Looks like he's going to go ahead and hook up the strap, though. Again, you hate to see that.
That's a tough spot. I mean, you lose all momentum. The more he tried to get some wheel speed, he's just sinking into that loose dirt. And like you said, that front end or front half of him kind of settled on that rock. So definitely a tough spot for Connor Flynn, but a heck of a try here for Course 2 for the bouncer class. Woo, there is no shortage of dust right now. But you know what? We're still no humidity, no sweltering heat. We can handle some dust. We are doing all right here in Canvas, West Virginia this weekend at the Good Evening Ranch. This is round 6 for the Mickey Thompson NRRA. This weekend presented by RaceLine Wheels. We are a little over halfway through Course 2 for our RCV Axle Bouncer class. They are going to work on getting Connor recovered off this hill. And then I believe we'll have Tim Cameron pulling up to the line. We've still got Chris Grigg, Daniel Bowman, Nick Reich, and Cooper Bentley to round things out today. All right, that's my kind of recovery right there. Nice and simple. Alex, I haven't even needed to answer y'all's questions because Cody's on it. Jason, a water truck would be a nice touch out here. You know, the ironic thing is it was supposed to rain today. There were chances of storms coming in, and we were all figuring we might have to deal with some of that. But doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Not until we're done, at least. We'll probably roll in later tonight. So
yeah.
A little bit of dust is the price we pay for a day of fun out here at the races. It's easier to clean than mud.
It really is. It's a pretty, again, blows off pretty easy.
All right, there y'all see Tim Cameron coming up into that RaceLine starting lane. Timmy had a pretty exciting run on course 1. He was on track to have the fastest time and then had a tip over. He didn't fully roll over, but tipped over and was able to self-recover, get himself righted, and finish the course and end with a second place time behind Wade Good on course 1. Wade DNF now on course 2, so that leaves things pretty open for Timmy. We'll see how he handles this rocky hill that's giving everybody some trouble.
Yeah, he definitely had a very wild ride on his first run. But I'm sure he was very thankful he was able to get that back on all the wheels.
We don't actually even have a top 5 yet. We've had 4 completions. Daniel Heckley, the fastest time with a 1:07 on course 2 right now, followed by Clayton Smith with a 1:24, Jay Storch with a 1:33, and Mark Carpenter with a 1:43.
All right, we hear clock is hot. Oh, my goodness. That's insane. He just, rocketed through there. Yes. Yes, again, Timmy is out on course right now. Doing a great job and definitely going to try to make a statement.
Time to beat is a 1:07 from Daniel Heckley.
Again, I think between Daniel Heckley and Clayton Smith, they've kind of showed the line, so we'll see who can keep that run going.
Timmy coming into the weekend first in points with a 33-point lead ahead of Cooper Bentley. Daniel Heckley third in points, and then Clayton fourth and Nick Reich fifth.
Again, Timmy coming around, definitely trying to make quick work of it. Here we go.
Oh, no! He is over, and he is not going to be able to self-recover from this one, unfortunately. What a change-up here today at the Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia. We've seen 2 tip-overs from Tim Cameron. The first one he was able to recover from and finish course 1. This one not so lucky, unfortunately.
Wow, what a wild day of racing. All right, we got a quick replay here brought to you by Rock Racing TV again. Came up, and I think a lot of guys had hit a little bit more to the left, caught that rock, and just tipped him right over. And again, there's such a fine line for error there. I think if you're an inch too far right or an inch too far left, and everything's happening so fast, there is zero time for trying to recover.
Man, there's the smallest bounce can mess you up, and then you got things to take into account like wheelbase, and there's center of gravity. Woo!
Yeah.
Tough luck for Tim Cameron today.
Yeah. Taylor said, well, you think it's for sale now? Yeah.
Hey, you know what? This just goes to show exactly how difficult this course is out here. We've had a handful of drivers that, a combination of skill and good luck, and they've made this course look fairly easy, actually. But when you've got drivers like Tim Cameron, I mean, he is the GOAT in this sport for a reason. make it 2 rollovers today. I mean, that just goes to show how difficult it really is out here.
Yeah.
The terrain, the course, even the length of it. I mean, this is one of our longest courses of the season for sure, and possibly even just ever in our bouncer class. So, yeah, good example of what these guys are actually up against out here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We'll go ahead and check out his a replay of his rollover from course 1, kind of revisit that. Coming down the hill, man, just right into that tree. Luckily, the way he landed up in that rock, I still can't quite tell how exactly he was able to right that buggy.
He did, and he did it so quickly, too. Like, he just flicked the throttle and was gone.
Like Matt likes to say, that was some monster trucking right there.
It was like he just flicked the wrist and was gone. Yeah, again. Yeah, great replay. Again, we appreciate Rock Racing TV and all they're doing. Again, getting Timmy Cameron flip back over. And that 100-shot buggy. That's incredible. Again, they're trying to get Timmy recovered. We've seen a lot of DNFs here, and I mean a lot today. I'm trying to see how many we have on the second course here. It looks like we have Cooper Bentley left, Nick Reich, Daniel Bowman, and Chris Griggs left. We've had 6 DNFs. That's crazy. Again, just a crazy. Again, Connor Flynn, DNF, Matt Holt, DNF, Tim Cameron, DNF, Clint Garrison, DNF. He had a hurt transmission, unfortunately. Brandon Diaz, DNF, Ben Driscoll, DNF, and then Wade driving for Colby, DNF. And we still have 3 buggies to go, so absolutely incredible. Again, like I said, right now they're trying to get Timmy on flip back over. Definitely been a wild, wild day of action here in West Virginia at the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And speaking of tuning in, where's everybody tuning in from today? Definitely has been a wild day of racing action. What's up, Scott Marr? Alex Crouch, what's up, buddy? Cody tuning in, what's up? Yeah, Jason, a water truck would be kind of handy right now. And what's funny is we've had so many races where we're complaining about rain and water and wet and mud all season. Now we get some dust, so it's kind of amusing. Let's see, we're getting a little dust. My iPad needs a good wipe down after this. So, again, we got 3 racers left to go. Appreciate all of our cameramen and camera ladies that work the cameras for us. We appreciate those guys and gals. They've been eating a lot of dust today as well. Standing out there in the brave sun. Luckily, we've had a bit of an overcast this morning, so it's not too bad. We also appreciate all of our course workers out there. You can see those guys definitely getting a workout today. You can see Timmy at the top of the hill watching the buggy get flipped back over. Again, you can see like how gnarly that course really is there with that buggy sitting like that. It's just so rough. It looks like I'm going to go ahead and drag it all the way out the top of the hill, which would be kind of nice. Timmy could at least let it sit there for a minute and get at least let it get clear. The stick just fell out there. That is just a rough time. You hate to see that. You know, anytime you're getting an excavator moving your buggy around, it's not a good day. And I see a handful of buggies over here littering the side of the hill. I see Colby's over there with a flat tire. May have a shock. May have a shock gone bad too. Again, they'll get it pulled out of the way, and Timmy can let it sit there for a minute, get all the oil drained out of the. Make sure there's no oil in the cylinders before he gets it all fired up back up. What's up, Justin Wills? CJ Bynum tuning into the live feed. Cooper has not ran next. We have Cooper Bentley, Griggs, and Nick Reich, I think, is the last one, and Daniel Bowman. So we got 4 of them to go yet, I guess. 4. All 4 will be exciting runs, I promise. So, yeah, this could definitely change if if Cooper is able to finish this hill. That could really make some changes for the season with Timmy having a DNF. Again, if Cooper can win Hill 2, that may put him in the season lead overall, depending on how his ran went on the first course. Again, there's a lot of monkey math that has to happen there, but we could be looking at a new season leader, depending on how Cooper runs go. But we have a couple guys going before then, and again, we'll see how it shakes out. Again, Cooper running the old money shot buggy. Mr. Grigg sitting in the starting gate. Chris actually unveiled this buggy at this race last year. Again, it's like a 2.5 hour, 2 hours and 45 minutes drive here for him. He's a North Carolina guy as well.
Chris had a solid run on course 1.
Yeah.
Hopefully the DNFs that just happened in front of him didn't get in his head too much.
Again, I think he's going to send it.
I can give you a top 4 rundown for. Oh, you said from Hill 1.
I think people are wanting to speculate on. Again, Cooper. If Cooper wins Hill 2, he may be our new season leader.
No pressure, Coop. Top 5 from Hill 1 was Wade Good, followed by Tim Cameron, Clint Garrison, Connor Flynn, and Clayton Smith. Top 4 currently on course 2, Daniel Heckley, Clayton Smith, Jay Storch, and Mark Carpenter.
All right.
Oh, no! Oh, what a sad day for Grigg.
Chris stink.
Matt, you almost did that, right?
I did. And I assure
you were so close to being in that same position.
The pucker factor there is at exactly a 10, and I can clarify that.
Oh, man.
The back, I felt the buggy cup, and I was looking straight down. I was like, okay, here we go.
Woo!
They're giving us a thumbs up saying driver's okay. It is going to take a minute to weasel out of that thing, though.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird spot.
And why he's, I see Keith heading over there. Why he's heading over there. We got Tyrant pulling in the starting gate.
So Daniel Bowman, Nick Reich, and Cooper Bentley are our final contenders here on course 2 for the RCB Axle Bouncer class. It's been a fun weekend of racing here at the Good Evening Ranch in Canvas, West Virginia. Thank you guys for joining us.
Keith may be going around to the backside to pull his back end, pull his rear end down.
It looks like he's got a plan in mind.
He's done more recovery probably like at just the last year of races than most people do in a lifetime.
I bet that's a true statement. All right, well, since we have a little time, I can give you the top 5 rundown from Course 1 with times. For those of you that are curious, Wade Good had the fastest time from Course 1 with a 107.6. And then Tim Cameron with a 108.0. Clint Garrison with a 115.1. Connor Flynn with a 117.0. And then Clayton Smith with a 117.9. Right now for Course 2, we've got Daniel Heckley with a 107 in the lead, followed by Clayton Smith with a 124, Jay Storch with a 133, and Mark Carpenter with a 143. And then a whole bunch of DNFs, unfortunately. We still got our 3 drivers who are definitely very competitive contenders. So we'll see what they can do to continue to shake things up today, because there's definitely been a lot of shaking going on.
Yes, it's been very interesting. Again, you can see Keith in the background there. He is, Taylor. Again, I was running through the DNFs a minute ago, and I was just like, this is insane. Like, this is bananas right now. But we had kind of a similar experience last year. I think we had 5 guys finish last year on Course 2. It was pretty similar.
West Virginia strikes again.
It does.
Matt, you look like you got like 2 shades more tan.
Well, I would love to say that is the beautiful sun here in West Virginia. Unfortunately,
it's not.
I think it's just the dust.
It's not. It just looks like we got a bad self-tanner job.
It does.
Spray tan.
My new iPad looks a little.
Yeah, those last couple runs got us good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I had a perfect phone outline, including the little circle on the back for my camera lens.
Yeah.
In dust on my notebook page.
That's hilarious.
There will be some intense cleaning going on after this.
Got a keyboard all. Chris Grigg's getting put back over. Again, I think he also tried to do that instead of going high side. I think he tried to ride that valley. Mark Carpenter did an amazing job at it. I did as well.
Matt looked about like that right there.
I assure you,
I think maybe even a little more.
I saw a bunch of fluid go flying from somewhere, and I was trying to figure out.
You might want to check on that.
Well, then it started running really garbagey over here, so I don't know if I pulled a wire off or at idle it's fine. So, and I go to give it gas, and it would cut out really bad. So I don't know if I got a fuel pump or a fuel filter, or I got a couple injectors that connectors are going bad, or what the deal was. But it was screaming out in the straightaway. That was fun.
Yeah, that definitely does look like fun out there.
It is a blast.
Little short course section.
It's a blast. It is a very, very good time. And then, like I said, I saw fluid coming from somewhere. I don't know where. I need to get that figured out.
Let's see. Lexi wants another run through on standings for Course 2. We've only got 4 finishes. Daniel Heckley's got the fastest time with a 107, followed by Clayton Smith with a 124, Jay Storch with a 133, and Mark Carpenter with a 143. That's for Course 2. That is Chris Grigg that they're working on getting recovered in there right now, and that means we've got Dan Bowman, Nick Reich, and Cooper Bentley as our final competitors for this weekend's race here at the Good Evening Ranch in Canvas, West Virginia. Glad you guys have been able to tune in and join us for all the rock racing action. It has been a fun weekend here. We've had some lovely temperatures.
Heck yeah.
And some nice weather. You guys can catch us next at Pretty Place in Belvedere, Tennessee, and that'll be August 2nd and 3rd. Our first time ever racing at Pretty Place as a series. I've never been there before, so yeah.
Neither have I, so
yeah,
I'm really excited.
To it.
Yeah. I know Clyde went last year and checked it all out for us, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm especially excited about how close it is to home for me.
Yeah, must be nice.
That'll be nice. Matt, you just need to move to Middle Tennessee.
For real, apparently.
Everybody else is. Judging by our traffic.
I think it's Pretty Place ATV off-road park or something.
Man, Keith is putting in the work on recovery today. Big ol' thank you to him and to everybody that is on our recovery and safety crew for keeping things moving along, keeping them safe, helping all of our drivers out of their sticky situations. We definitely appreciate the help. Daniel Bowman is on the line now in Tyrant. Part of that Reclaimed Racing team. Really the head member of Reclaimed Racing. Dan's been having a great season so far. He finished 4th at our last event at Hawk Pride.
Dan is definitely going to go out there and get it. That gnarly rock ledge there. Again, you can see a lot of guys getting hung up on that. Thrashing through that rock section. Blazing through that high-speed section.
And this is another TC-built buggy. There's quite a few of them representing out here this weekend. A whole TC fleet.
There really is.
We know that they are tried and true and all very capable buggies, and their drivers, and Daniel specifically, and then also Clayton, the other member of the Reclaim Racing team who we saw in Gold Rush earlier, have come so far in their past year of racing and the seat time that they've gotten and their abilities, and both of them have been hanging real steady, crowding up there around the podium regularly. They finished 4th and 5th at Hawk Pride last weekend. Clayton is 4th in points coming into this weekend, so definitely some good things from the Reclaimed Racing team this season so far.
And we saw Dan on the podium there at Windrock, so that was incredible.
All right.
See what he's going to do.
Oh, went far left.
Get back on the wheels.
Wait.
There he goes.
All
yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's not over yet.
Oh, boy. He said, I'm going to try that again. Again, it looked like it did the same thing with Timmy. Kind of kicked him to the side there. Clayton Smith, the son-in-law, coming and giving some pointers.
Trying to help him back up a little bit. The dust isn't helping, and you've heard us mention earlier how hard it is to see when you're backing up one of these rock bouncers.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Ooh. Get back on the wheels. On the wheels.
Wow.
I heard him rev it a little bit.
How many rotations did we just see? That was like a quadruple Lutz.
He said we got a thumbs up. See what he's wanting to do. He's backing up. He's turning the wheel.
If this was gymnastics and that was his floor routine, he definitely would have just gotten it in.
He stuck
that was some aerial
yes.
tricks right there.
He definitely stuck the landing there.
Oh, man.
Wow. Looks like Clayton Smith checking the buggy out.
I did see something. I couldn't quite tell what it was. Something moved across the front.
Checking link bars, suspension bars, trying to see what's going on. Man, what a wild ride from Dan Bowman. That's definitely going to be a skinny pedal nominee. All right, here we go. They're backing him up again.
He's not ready to call it quits.
Reverse,
Oh,
reverse.
oh boy.
Reverse. He may try to use the rear steer. He made a motion. I don't know if he's telling him to get the excavator and just say, hey, throw the strap over. Okay. They're saying he pulled his suppression system. I'm not sure if he saw a flame somewhere or just felt some heat, but they said he pulled his suppression system. They're going to hook the
And that's exactly
excavator
why
to
we
him.
have those.
That is incredible. What a
Safety
wild
first,
ride.
always. Wow, man. That
Wow.
was a heck of a run from Dan Bowman. Absolutely going to get that skinny pedal nomination.
Yeah.
Old Tyrant got a little too
Wow.
hot to handle on this hill.
And you know what? It looked like he was in the same line that Clayton Smith was in. All right, we have a replay brought to you by Rock Racing TV, and this is going to be a wild replay. Again, shows him rolling over. Great drone footage there. Caught the edge of the tree, kind of cartwheeled him. Landed back on the wheels. Again, I'm trying to see who that is in a Rock Racing vest where they're like, yeah! They're pointing at him. That is incredible. Wow.
Oh, man. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
That means it's up to Nick Reich and Cooper Bentley now. Our last two competitors of the weekend. We've only had 4 finishes so far here on Course 2. Daniel Heckley with the fastest time of a 1:07. Definitely shaking things up because our top 3 from Course 1, none of them completed Course 2. Actually, top 4, none of them completed Course 2. Clayton Smith was our 5th place time on Course 1. He is the only one out of the top 5 that also completed our second course. Keeping things interesting out here.
Whew, wow. All right, we're going to watch it again. We're going to throw this in slow-mo. Looks like they had him started up on the hill there. He started up turning the steering wheel. I think they're going to just kind of pull him up the hill. Just barely caught the edge right there and then started to tumble. And then right there as he's coming back to his wheels, caught the tree. So there's 2 rollovers. So
Wow.
I did 3 complete rollovers. I think it's Cody maybe in the vest.
And he stuck the landing. I think it might be Dustin Havens.
It is. And he just points at him like, yes! That is so awesome.
All right, it looks like Nick Reich is bringing Fordzilla up to the line. You know, these guys got to be feeling at least just a little bit of pressure, I would think, at this point. Nick and Cooper, our last 2 drivers.
I think Nick, with that light buggy, might be able to throw it up there. I talked to him about the smoke we saw in all the fluid. It was his power steering cap came off.
Oh.
And he found the cap, put it back on, filled the fluid. He said he should be good to go and have no problem. So.
So Nick Reich is coming into this weekend sitting 5th in points with 402.
This could change things up if he finishes this.
He also finished second place at our last event at Hawk Pride a few weeks ago. He had a solid run on course 1. He wasn't in the top 5, but our top 4 finishers on course 1, none of them finished course 2.
So it is anybody's ball game at this point.
We're just waiting on the course clear, and then Nick is going to send it. Here we go. Clock is hot.
Nick is... oh, my goodness.
He's hitting this course with a vengeance right now, blasting through that rock garden.
He is, I mean, just...
Look at him. He's already out to the RaceLine ramp.
Oh, and aired it out.
I think that was the biggest air we've seen from the bouncer class yet today.
He is geeked right now. I promise you, he is so pumped. Literally, we're still waiting on dust to clear out here, and he's almost back. Like, just absolutely incredible. Yeah, he's definitely going to put on a show. I think we'll definitely see some acrobatics with him as well. One way, good or bad, we'll see some acrobatics.
Oh, man, I just want him to have a nice smooth landing right up the hill.
He has some kind of, looks like a side panel flopping off almost. I don't know if that's a skid plate or what.
All right, Nick, be cool, be cool. Oh! Wait.
He caught in the tree.
No, I don't.
What do you do now?
I don't know how he can get out of that.
Gas it, yeah, rear steer.
Look at him looking back and forth. I don't think he knows what to do either.
His front.
Oh.
I think he's going to try to push pressure against the tree and maybe swing the front end around.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Dang it. He's hooked.
He is
that is bad.
Very solidly hooked on that tree now.
He hooked that front. We might have to take that excavator and bring it down here even, because that front right tire is hooked.
Man, I don't know if there's much he could have done
No.
differently in that situation. That was just
that front right tire was 2 feet off the ground, you know.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that tree got the same one Brandon Davis was caught on. His front axle's hooked on it, so he ain't going anywhere.
Oh, wow. And he had a really great first part of the course. He was moving quick. Let's go check out a replay presented by Rock Racing TV. Yeah, man, you can see he tried to just pull a quick maneuver, but there's really not much he could do at that place that he was in. Well, that means it's all up to Cooper Bentley now to give us a top 5 for Course 2. We've only had 4 finishers right now. Daniel Heckley with a 107, Clayton Smith with a 124, Jay Storch with a 133, and Mark Carpenter with a 143. Everyone else, a DNF. Our top 4 from Course 1, none of them even completed Course 2. So we're having all kinds of craziness going on today. Man, and you know the 4 drivers that have finished Course 2, they all managed to land it so smoothly coming up this trickiest part of the hill right here. It was like nothing.
Yeah, and the guys that have made it look smooth and easy. It's just incredible.
What a difference. Just a little change in the line that you take, a bounce just a little bit one direction or the other. suspension setup, wheelbase, everything comes into play. I know Jay Storch is feeling pretty good after both of his runs today.
He helped me strap my buggy, and he's like, bro, I needed this. He's like, I'm so pumped right now. He's like, it feels so good. I think that, and because this course specifically was such a he made the climb last year, then got caught up, so I think it was just such a frustrating thing for him. Plus, I think so to be able to finish it, get a finish out of it, and complete both courses, I think was just a huge...
And he said he was able to drive it back on the trailer.
Yes.
That is a win-win-win.
I think that all around just, makes him feel really good, so... Yeah. Again, that's going to be a very interesting recovery.
All right, guys, for those watching online, Cooper Bentley is our last driver.
And it has been a wild day.
Do you think he's going to make it? And do you think he'll be able to beat Daniel Heckley's time if he does? Daniel had a 1:07.
Little Tim Bacon's tuning the live feed, and he's heckling me through text messages.
He is a heckler, that one.
He is. His family does it very well. His dad has a rig that has like a cup holders and a cooler, so I used to call it the trail rig. And I used to really tease him, only because his sons would tease him about this quote-unquote trail rig he used to race. And I used to tease him all the stinking time. Big Tim, and that stinking guy beat me every time. He's like, you can make fun of me when you start beating me. And I tried with everything I had. I still couldn't beat that stinking guy. That big block power just does very well,
Well, that and a couple decades of experience on the trails.
They do.
That helps.
Yeah.
What? You haven't? Taylor said he's never met one of the Bacons. What? What? That's crazy to me.
I was teasing him why he doesn't have his rig here, and he said, well, he can't run without a motor. And I forgot he raced earlier this year and messed up his motor, which sucks because he just got that new rig done. Looks awesome. Those new axles are super sharp. Again, very, very cool, very clean looking. Just got it put back together and then had a motor issue. So you hate to see that.
That's tough.
But, again, hopefully we will see those Bacon guys out soon.
Yeah, apparently they need to come meet Taylor.
Yeah. They are. They're very good fellows. They're some good old boys. Uh-oh. Tell Taylor I'll see him on August 3rd. Uh-oh. Oh. There we go. Taylor said his birthday is August 4th, so this will be a birthday present for him. He gets to meet the Bacon sensation. Yeah, they're pretty great people. They're pretty great people. Bubba, Little Tim, Big Tim. And their bacon bits, as we would call them.
Well, I didn't come up with that name. I think it's funny.
Yeah, bacon
bits.
That's
a good one.
Because
the bacon bits are the bacon children.
Yeah.
They're probably all half grown now.
I
haven't seen them in so long. Billy wants to know who is in first on both courses so far. Wade took first on course 1, and right now Daniel Heckley is in first on course 2. And it's up to Cooper Bentley to see if he's going to change that up and take it away from Daniel or not.
And if he finishes this course, I think at this point even finishes.
Let's go ahead. You know what? I'm going to go on out to top 10 on course 1 right now.
I think if he even finishes this thing, I think it still puts him ahead of Timmy for the season at this point because we've had so few finishes on Hill 2. I think if he simply finishes this thing, I think it puts him ahead of Timmy. But we'll find out. Oh, and Cooper's on the trophy. Even better. So now he has to win it. How awesome would that be to get a trophy after winning a race, and it's you on the trophy? Like, that's like, Rowdy Trainer. He has his picture of him holding his
Ramsey
Trainer.
Rowdy boy,
yes.
Ramsey Trainer.
Yeah, has a picture of him holding his first place trophy on the back of his own shirt. I'm like, That's kind of a flex. I'm not going to lie. All right. Well, it's going to be a minute for recovery, so I'll tell you what. We're going to run a quick commercial break and get you tons of racing action right after this.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
All right, so this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. It's the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have two different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding, riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. And it's much softer. You grip and grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use the XC trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire. And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is the 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the two main tires that all racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels.
So we were a sponsor of SRRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, and we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got products for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
So we have three different beadlock wheels that most of our guys use. We have the teardrop, we have the twisted, and then we have the twisted black. So we have a machine version of the twisted, then we have the black. We have these in 14 and 15 inch, all 4 lug. We will be coming out with, in addition to some of the tires I was talking about earlier that we're coming out with, we're going to have a new line of wheels come out. Some of those will be 5 lug to keep up with some of the new manufacturing that's happening in the UTV world. But the beadlock wheels that we're selling right now, Rock Life and those guys carry these as well. So right now we're having some specials on them. So I'd recommend if you need a set of beadlocks, you're not going to find any cheaper than those.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
We are back here for the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association here in West Virginia. We have one racer left. We just got Nick Reich pulled off the hill. He is buggy runs. I see Cooper Bentley down there getting ready to go. Dad talking to him.
Cooper is our last driver of the day, and man, depending on how he handles this course right now, there is definitely the potential for him to change things up in the point standings right now. You are watching the second course of the RCV Axle Bouncer class. Cooper Bentley is going to wrap up our weekend of racing here in Canvas, West Virginia at the Good Evening Ranch. Man, we've had quite a day of racing, quite a weekend of racing here at the Good Evening Ranch. Definitely a fair share of carnage, especially today on this course 2. Our recovery workers have been working overtime. We are definitely appreciative of their efforts.
Yeah, they have definitely been putting in some work today.
Here's hoping that Cooper's going to be rolling across the finish line. No more recovery needed.
Again, he was staring at that hill. His dad was talking to him. They were really having some varied discussions.
Pressure.
So, yeah. Again,
no pressure.
No pressure, yeah. No pressure.
It's just the season points on the line, you know.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, just a chance to put you ahead of the season. No pressure.
All right, Cooper Bentley.
And money shot. Timmy Swartzen had this buggy built. Again, Timmy Swartzen now in Florida doing some yachting stuff.
Cooper's got a chance to really change things up right now with the poised standings. We saw an unprecedented 2 rollovers from Tim Cameron on both courses today. He was able to self-recover and finish course 1, was not able to on course 2 and got that DNF. So Cooper did finish course 1 in a 6th place position. It's his game right now. Let's see what he can do.
Again, definitely ripping through this long section here, but at the same time, really don't need to be super fast with only 4 guys right now completing that second course. At this point, the key is just getting a finish. Again, like Timmy yesterday, on his second course, kind of the same thing happened yesterday with the Cup Series, knowing that since he did so well on the first course, he just had to get a finish out of it. And that's what Cooper's probably thinking in his head now. Listen, don't make any silly mistakes. Keep the buggy going. Have a good time. But at the same time, just get a finish.
Well, and if he wants to be, I mean, Clayton Smith finished 5th on course 1, and he's sitting 2nd on course 2 right now. So Clayton came into the weekend 4th in points. I'm not sure how that would all shake out, but as far as this weekend's podium, definitely something that Cooper's probably thinking about right now. Daniel Heckley had an 8th place finish on course 1 and is sitting 1st on course 2 right now.
Here he comes.
We're kind of all over the place today.
This is Cooper Bentley. We're going to see what he can do here. Oh, he's out the top!
Cooper
Here
Bentley.
we go. Again, it looks like it's all downhill from here.
How did he make that look so easy?
Again, just skeeted right up there.
This kid can drive. All right, come on, Cooper. Just straight on to
There
the
we
finish
go.
line.
Wow.
Nothing fancy.
Again, that definitely probably puts him on the podium for today, as well as may give him enough points. You can hear the crowd going nuts right now.
He is feeling good.
Again, one of only 5 drivers. 117.096 for Mr. Cooper Bentley. Is that good
well
enough?
done. That is a 2nd place finish on course 2 from Cooper Bentley. Way to be a hero.
Wow.
That was fun to watch.
Again, he is riding high right now. That's absolutely incredible. And now he's just backing in like, oh, no big deal. High five. Yeah, just back in. It's cool. It's a great bouncer. I know it's durable. There we go. All right. Again.
Man, what a way to wrap up
Wow.
our day of racing here in West Virginia. We've ended up with 5 finishers, so I can actually do a top 5 for you guys for course 2 in the bouncer class. Daniel Heckley had the fastest time with a 1:07, then Cooper Bentley with a 1:17, Clayton Smith with a 1:24, Jay Storch with a 1:33, and Mark Carpenter with a 1:43.
Wow.
I'm not really even sure, honestly, how all this is going to shake out just yet. It's going to take a little math maneuvering to add all that up and look at those points.
Clyde is already on the monkey math right now. I see he's usually pretty good about it. So
there's probably a few people watching at home that are
we
already on
we
top
have
of
some
it.
fans that definitely stay on it. So.
Oh, man, guys, I hope you enjoyed this weekend of racing as much as we did. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Hillside Live with Rock Racing TV. You will see us next at Pretty Place in Belvedere, Tennessee on August 2nd and 3rd for more of all this racing action. Matt,
definitely.
Any final thoughts?
We got a little bit of a summer break, so I know there's a lot of guys are kind of pushing it hard this weekend. They're going to tear things down, make some adjustments. I know a lot of guys are making some improvements.
I know after this weekend, there's definitely going to be some work going on, too.
Yeah, and again, now we have 5 weeks to razz each other about points and see how everything shakes out. So definitely excited. Again, like I said, a little bit of summer break, so it gets everybody to make some repairs, fix some things or make some improvements they've been wanting to do throughout the season. We are 6 races, so we're slightly past the halfway point. But again, with finals being 4 courses, it's really anybody's game still.
Exciting stuff, guys. Thank you so much for watching with us. We will see you in August.